If you've been dieting as long as you can remember and frustrated with your lack of progress, trust me, you're not alone. The thing is, I know exactly why you're not seeing progress. It's just the reason I'm going to tell you is something everyone gets mad at me about, but it's the truth and it's a message 80% of people probably need to hear. And that message is sometimes you have to stop trying to lose fat in order to be able to lose fat. Let me explain what I mean by this. If you're pushing and pushing and pushing and not seeing results, or if you're constantly dieting on and off and gaining and losing the same weight, if you're dieting for every occasion ever but barely seeing results, continuing down this path that isn't working isn't all of a sudden going to start working. Your body's too adapted and it's fighting you. The reason for this is because of something called metabolic adaptation. And yes, your metabolism has now slowed down because of all the dieting you've done, but the good news is it doesn't mean your metabolism is broken. The fact that your metabolism is slowing down means that your body's healthy and doing what it's supposed to do. It's literally guarding for your life. Think about it this way. Say you were someone who's alive in the very beginning of time. Food is super scarce. If your body didn't make changes when there was no food around to slow down your metabolism so you could hang on to what little food you did get, you would starve to death in a hurry. Now, don't confuse this with what people call starvation mode. Starvation mode isn't real, as in you starve yourself, your body freaks out and starts gaining weight on any food you ever eat. That does not exist. If you feel like that's happening, what I can almost promise you is happening is, yes, you starve yourself, metabolism slows down, then you say screw it, you overeat on a slow metabolism, and then you gain weight quickly. So it's like starvation mode is overeating while undereating. But metabolic adaptation is very real, and the very reason it gets harder and harder to lose weight over time, and why if you do too much chronic dieting and extreme measures, your body fights you and it becomes nearly impossible to lose weight. So with that, what do you need to do? Well, the easiest way to make sure you can navigate all this madness and know exactly what to do is to hire a coach like myself who can bring you through the process, who can get you out of your own head and have me in your corner to walk you through the process. So if you feel like you need help, then go to the website in my description and fill out an application for online coaching. But besides that, the biggest thing is you can't rush the process anymore. It's killing you. Stop dieting so aggressively, make lifestyle changes, and be patient, because the bigger your calorie deficit is, the more your body will fight you and the less likely you are to ever get the results you want. You need to be taking breaks from dieting so your body doesn't guard against the dieting so much. If you do diet breaks where you go back into maintenance for a couple weeks, this way your body thinks, hey, I've got more calories around, I don't have to guard against this. It keeps your hormones and the metabolism from changing quite as much, because the mental benefit to be able to enjoy some more food, you feel better, have more energy, perform better, and it keeps the process working better for longer versus just staying in deficit until your body just flips you the middle finger and says, that's it, I'm done. But even besides just diet breaks, not trying to diet all the time and giving your body plenty of time between dieting phases. I just did a video about this if you missed it, called the lose and cruise method, can be really helpful. So check that out. It's in the description if you missed it. But taking these periods between dieting, not trying to lose too much all at one time, will keep your metabolism humming along. It'll help you build more muscle. It will make everything go so much smoother. And here's the thing, sometimes people will do things for so long, I mean literally years, doing the exact same thing, hoping that all of a sudden it's going to start working. If it has not worked for a long time, it's not going to just all of a sudden start working. I know that sucks. It's not something you probably want to hear because you spent so much time trying to lose weight, and the thought of stopping and taking a step back can feel like you've wasted all this time. I get it, but it's going to be the very thing that's going to propel you to get the results you want versus banging your head against the wall, getting nowhere. And most importantly of all this, if this has been your pattern, if you feel like your body's adapted and it's fighting you and your metabolism's in a bad spot, you have to stop, and now you're gonna reverse diet out so you can set yourself up for success again. Once you do this, the body starts functioning properly. Your hormones get back to a place where they're supposed to be. Your maintenance calories starts climbing higher again, and now you're in a position where you can start seeing results again, but you gotta do this the right way. So how do you reverse diet? Well, first, I actually did a search on my channel and put in reverse diet to see how many videos I've done on this topic. It came up with 132 results, which is pretty maddening. So I have a lot of videos on this, but the long and short of it is you gradually increase your calories so you can get your metabolism to speed back up again. And the reason this works is because if you eat less calories, your metabolism slows down. If you eat more calories, your metabolism speeds up. But the thing is, with your metabolism adapted down, you can't just shoot your calories up really quickly or you're gonna gain weight rapidly. quickly. This is why weight regain post-diet comes on so fast, especially if you have a binge restrict mentality, because your metabolism is trashed and now you're doubling your calories out of nowhere and your body can't keep up. Well, with the gradual increase in calories, now your body can kind of adapt along the way as you continue to increase calories, and this helps minimize fat gain. Now I said minimize it. I didn't say no fat gain whatsoever. Sometimes there's rare cases where that happens, but it's not to be expected. You should expect to gain at least some along the way. And I know thinking of fat gain is terrifying, especially if you're not where you want to be yet and you're frustrated with how things are going, but don't look at it as going backwards. Think of it almost like the reverse diet period is if you're pulling back on a rubber band, you're in the reverse diet as you pull back. But once you stop the reverse and you let go from a better position, boom, you're gonna fly forward because you're finally in a position to succeed. So sometimes you have to take a few steps back to take many steps forward, and that's what the reverse diet process is. Now that's the very short story of reverse dieting. There's a lot of considerations with it. So what I did is I created a playlist starting with the one that gives you the best basic overview of how the process works and what to do, and then from there it goes down into the nuances of reverse dieting. So to learn everything you need to know, then go check out this playlist here starting with that first video. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.